Okay, morning everybody. Welcome to our webinar, Gift of Your Success. Thanks for coming along. So I'm Karen of KC Coaching, and with Reg Goslin of Improving Performance, we just wanted to get some ideas going of how to put our workshops online now, because things have changed obviously since last year. So we ran these workshops every month for business people, or for people that were employed and wanted career help. And the way we did this was to use a diagnostic tool that I've developed. And Frank, can I just ask you to mute, because I'm getting a lot of feedback. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I actually can't at the moment because of our snail email, my cursor's stopped working.
Okay, right, okay, we'll carry on.
Can't you mute me?
Can I mute you? Yeah, probably can actually, can't I? No, I've forgotten how to mute you.
I'll be very quiet.
Just go onto his square, just click the top right.
I've got it, thanks, brilliant, okay, cheers. So the way we did this, we actually went out and asked people what they needed for their business. You know, what challenges did they have, what issues did they have? We use a diagnostic tool that I've developed that pinpoints exactly what areas to focus on and develop to help them. And we came up with 4 areas. So what we did, we just sat down. So this is a time when we could actually sit down at a networking event and talk to people, ask them the question, you know, what are you finding most challenging at the moment? We did a quick 10-minute clarity card session with them, and 4 areas came out. And one was a bit surprising, but actually as we went on, we realized why that had come out. So we just wanted to kind of show you what those 4 areas were. As I said, we're thinking about taking these on, well, we are taking these online. We're going to be starting in June, taking these online. But we kind of wanted to see, is there a difference for what you need now? You know, as things have changed, we're having to rethink, you know, probably we've got the same aims in our business, but we've got different ways of getting there now and different challenges. So it's kind of like, you know, do we need more of the same or something slightly different, and we can tweak it. So I'm going to share something with you. And I know, Deborah, that you're driving, but don't worry, because everything that I'm sharing, we're going to be talking about. It's just to have something as a bit of a visual aid for you to have something to look at. So let me just share my screen. So before I get going into that, Reg, did you want to add anything? And then we'll just take turns introducing the different
Yes, absolutely fine. We just go with the flow.
Yeah, okay. We'll just take turns introducing each of the things. So let me just share my screen then. So can everyone see that? Okay, right. So what we did was, when we did our diagnosis, if you like, when we had our conversations with people, as I said, 4 main colours came out, which represent different areas of development. So we had purple, we had blue, we had aqua, and we had red. And they're the clarity card colours, but actually we ended up calling them the purple workshop and the blue workshop and the aqua, just because it was easier. So the purple represented kickstarting your business. Then we had the blue workshop, which was your 2020 vision. The aqua workshop was boosting your business. And the red workshop was about love yourself, love your business. So we're going to just take you through those 4 as concepts. So Reg, do you want to cover the purple one? Do you want to
yeah, sure. Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. I'm sorry. Right, what we did really is we started off, we could have done 6 or 7 workshops, if we're honest, because the feedback that we got, and when you go around talking to people and you are a coach, people tend to have an expectation of what you're going to talk about. So we wanted to bring something totally different and add some value to the meetings and to the workshops that were delivered. So we started this one as the kickstart, because what happened was, it was, funny enough, the beginning of the year. Now, it just timed in that way, your 2020 vision, etc. But moving forward, kickstarting your business we've got change going at the moment. Change is inevitable. It's going to happen. There's nothing we can do about it. So as Karen said earlier on just now, things have changed. So what we had with the purple workshop is some things that will help you to understand what motivates you, what can drive you forward, what stops you from moving forward, and then we look at that gap and then put things in place to help you to fill that gap. And there were tools that we used. We had so many tools. Karen's got tools. She's got so many tools. I think I brought a few tools and Karen brought loads and loads of tools, but they were fantastic and we got so much feedback from them. So I don't want to go into all of the detail of the specific tools, because the benefit of you coming to the event is to experience those tools, because you do get, from the Wheel of Satisfaction, you get goals and objectives that you want to look at in the next workshop. Just looking at the Wheel of Satisfaction, where you are now, what's working for you, what's not working for you. I am a DISC Pro practitioner. DISC is a personality profile that focuses on your communications preference. And your communications preference helps you to understand how you want to work, how you want to engage with people, and the 4 different types of personalities that people are, so that you know how to get the best from them. You ever been into a room sometime to go and speak to the boss or go and speak to somebody and they just snap at you and you just think, what the hell just happened there? That's because you didn't quite understand how their personality works in terms of their communications preference, because you've got people that are very, very direct and some people that are very, very submissive, and people that are controlled, and people that are people like me that are I don't call myself an influencer, but that's my communication style. So I don't stop talking. I'm very bubbly, blah, blah, blah. So I'm very approachable. And different people have different styles. But once you nail that, it becomes so much easier to engage with people. And another area that we thought was very, very important to start with is your values. Your values are the rules that run your life. They're the rules that you live your life by. And if we ask you to do something, or you're asked to do something that's not congruent or incongruent with your values, you're not going to be committed to it. So what we did is went through an exercise where you could identify what your values are. And it wasn't an exhaustive list. You know, you could add different values to it. I started off with giving you just a few values to give you a flavour of what your personal values might be, and then you pulled out the ones that were important to you, and then we whittled them down. And then we made sure that every single session, that every event met the values that you have. And we had some great testimonials, and we will be telling you about the testimonials that we've got. But one of the testimonials we got from one of the delegates was that it's a great way to learn more about your business and put tools in place to help you grow. And that's exactly what we were doing on that workshop.
Brilliant, Reg, that's good summary. So I'm going to quickly, so that was a purple workshop. So then a month later, we did the blue workshop. So the blue workshop, again, it was timely. So it was looking at the year ahead, your 2020 vision. Now, obviously, when we ran this workshop, we didn't know what was going to be happening at the moment. So it's quite ironic now that the 2020 vision's probably looking a little bit different. But again, it was about goal setting, it was about visualizing, and we did a couple of techniques that got people thinking about future, actually mapping out what they were going to be doing, and then prioritizing those key elements so that they're breaking the goals down. So they were making them very achievable goals within the major goal, but it was keeping that focus as well. And then we did some really nice techniques like walking your timeline, if you're familiar with that as a coach. Got really good results from that, really good feedback. And what we did with these workshops as well, because several people came to all 4 of them, we got them to bring the materials with them each time from the previous one. So some feedback was that, you know, having known their values to start with, this made this process a lot easier. So we tell them, right, bring all your homework with you. And we did set tasks outside of the workshops as well. So they came back with that each time with material to work on for the next. So that worked really well. And of course, a really nice testimonial from somebody that they said, yes, everyone needs to do this. So we even had people from organisations that don't run their own business. So mainly we were targeting, I suppose, business people, business owners, but people from organisations came along as well. So that's that one. Reg, do you want to do the aqua workshop? Because again, this is kind of building on the blue, but going into a bit more detail.
And it did, some of the edges were blurred as well, weren't they? So boosting your business, the aqua workshop, and we we suggested people wore the colours for the day as well, maybe a little bit more engaging. But we did. So I had to go and dig out an aqua shirt, and the frightening thing is that I had one. So what we looked at for the third workshop was moving forward, and the theme, after Karen showed did a talk about an Olympic swimmer, sorry, an Olympic rower, and the whole message was, what small tweaks could you make that would make the boat go faster? And that was what it was all about, moving forward. We got you to write a mission question. Most people struggle to write a mission question about their business. I wrote my own personal mission statement at this event, and then I've adapted it in the last couple of weeks. But having your own mission statement is so powerful a thing to do. And then we looked at your resourcefulness, and your resourcefulness is, what are the tools and the resources that are available to help you to move forward? And we got you to list all the things that were there, because you don't realize they're just all around you and you just use them. So it's about being proactive. And then we had some accountability exercises to help people to become more accountable. So if you say that you're going to wear red shoes on a Friday, your partner will help you to make sure that you're on track for delivering that. And there were lots of activities and tools that helped us to do that. And one of the testimonies that we got, and I remember who wrote that one, they said, what I found most useful was getting my values behind my mission statement. So straight away, you've seen bringing the values and then connecting them with the mission source. So it's all part of a journey when we did these workshops, though they were quite modular.
Right. And then the fourth workshop, so the final colour that came out, so what we did when we did the survey, there's 9 colours in the tool that we use, and these were the 4 colours that came out the most. And I suppose what surprised me about this was, because we were talking to business owners, red as a theme is all about feeling acceptance and valued and knowing your self-worth. And because that came out quite high, I think that took me initially by surprise, because it really is tied in with your own self-worth in your business. And if it's your own business, you're really tied into that as well. So we did some really interesting techniques with people. So some self-perception techniques, so getting them to look at themselves from different angles, getting them to look at past feedback that they got. So we actually, as a homework, as prep work, we got them to bring 5 testimonials to the workshop that they could work on as a kind of framework to actually get that feeling of self-worth back. And one of the themes was, how much do you charge your clients or your customers? Do you feel you can ask for more money? There was all these themes that were coming out that people are feeling, well, I'm not sure about that, and I'd like to charge extra, but I'm not sure. And we covered all those as a whole. And at the end of that, we also gave each other feedback on each other, which was a really nice exercise that we used from transactional analysis, if you're familiar with that. So yeah, at the end of that, people were saying, I want to come to more workshops. That was really useful. They've gone away with these tools that they can use on themselves as well. And yeah, just really nice. And obviously we've got more colours that we could use as well. So this is just 4 of the 9. But we thought, well, we've got this material. Let's put this online and see who's interested. So we are going to be launching these on the 4th of June. We're going to run them for 90 minutes. So for the open workshops, we did run them for 2.5 hours. But we think, well, 90 minutes when you're online is probably long enough. But what we'd like to know from you, your interest level, obviously, but how often to run these, because online it seems to be more accessible. Obviously, you don't have to pay for the venue, so we can bring our costs down. You don't have to worry about getting to a venue, because I know people really interested in this but couldn't get to Maidstone on a Friday, which is when we run them. So obviously it's accessible to everybody now, but it's how frequent to run them. So I'm going to stop sharing and just launch a poll. And Deborah, I know you won't be able to see the poll, so I'll just read it out loud and you can just tell me later, or you can tell me straight away what your feedback is. So let me just stop sharing and launch the poll. And it's a multiple question poll, so you can select more than 1 or 2. You can select as many as you like. So I'm going to launch that now. So Deborah, I know you can't see this, but what I'm asking is, how frequent would you like these workshops based on £20 per workshop? So it's multiple choice. So we're thinking either monthly, every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks. You'd be interested in other themes. You may be interested later on, or you're not interested.
Actually, I could see it, and I've done it.
Oh, you can see it. Oh, brilliant. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were still driving.
No, I'm parked now.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. So just 3 of you left to vote.
Oh, do you want me to vote too?
Oh, well, yeah. If everyone votes, and then I know everyone's. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it will tell me when 100% of people have done it. So I can't see who's fed back. It's anonymous.
I wasn't sure if I'd be interested in other things. What I meant is as well as, rather than instead. Yeah. So it wasn't me.
That's fine. Yeah, as long as you tick the other one as well. That's brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to do a print screen of that and save that. Right. Okay, I can end that. So it looks like most people would like monthly, and some would like every 2 weeks. Okay, and there's interest in other themes as well, and somebody interested later on. Okay, thank you very much for that. Oh, in fact, I can share the results with you. Let me just share the results. You can see that yourself. Okay. So that's given us some good feedback there.
Good thing is what we did is because of the CV19 situation, Frank put it in my head before CV19 came in. He gave me this phrase, rinse and repeat. And I just thought, yeah, we could do that. And then as soon as we thought about doing it, COVID-19 came along. So we're doing that because we know it's already built, so we don't have to do as much. Like I said, that's what brought the price down. But we have enough, as I said at the beginning of this conversation, that we have enough to run workshops 5, 6, 7, and 8. Do you see what I mean? So that's what will happen after this has happened. Maybe back in the physical world, or maybe in the virtual world. It depends on what works best. Get more people involved, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, I'm going to stop the recording there. Just